Hello, this is John Morrison. Today I want to talk about something that just came today in my mind. I was listening to Kevin Feige from Marvel Studios, and he was talking about the upcoming things that are going to be coming to the MCU. And one thing he mentioned was the fact that they are not going to be recasting the role of T'Challa in the Black Panther because of the recent death of Chadwick Boseman. Now, I understand there's a shock value to his death. He was a very charismatic, very effective person when it came to acting, and he made the role really his own. But the thing about it is, T'Challa is a character which has been around for over 40 years, and people have really got to know him as being a very powerful character. When they made the movie, they introduced him in a way which is very powerful, and they promoted it in such a way which was life changing. The way that the culture and the whole this thing of the Black Panther, the mythos and the significance of it in our culture. And the actor who played him passed away. Now, one thing we have to understand about Chadwick Boseman is that he knew he was dying of cancer. He knew he was fighting it, but he knew he had it. And whether he told Marvel about it or kept it to himself, he knew he was not going to live long. Or there may be a chance that he may have died. But he still persisted to make the character, make the films, and be the Black Panther. And so now he's dead, and so we have to now basically realize that he's no longer going to be able to be in the role. He's not a living person. And so, of course, there are things that we can do. There are things that they can use as far as faking the character, using a digital process to recreate the role, to enhance the role, or just to basically make you think that he's still in the role. Now, of course, the fact that he's no longer here, you know that it's not real. But we've seen these deep fakes and how real they are, how realistic they can make us feel about this portrayal. But the thing about it is, he was still, at the end of the day, a person who was chosen to act in the role of the character. The character is not a real person. He was playing it. He passed away. Just get someone else. I feel that. It's like, why should the future iterations of the character be taken away because the person who was chosen to pretend he was T'Challa passed away? Get someone else. That's what actors do. In movies, people either they pass away or they just become too old. Like, we've had many James Bonds over the years, and it's not because Sean Connery just died at 90 that they decided to use other people. The fact that he was getting older, and we move on. Okay, so when people pass away, they recast. I remember a few years back, one of my favorite TV shows, Spartacus, was on Stars, and the actor, he passed away. And so now what happened was he had gotten sick, and he couldn't make the second season, so they hired someone else to come in and take the role. They waited as long as they could, and they made like a prequel kind of thing, but he never got better. And so instead of them saying, well, the show's over, he hired someone else, came in, and the guy, he looked something like him. He was like white, he had blue eyes, he was a good looking guy, but he was younger, he was taller, and his body wasn't the same, but they still made it work. And by the third season of him playing the role, you were able to kind of just forget about the first actor. But at the end, they still gave him the respect and the last credits. The point is, it's show business, and show business would entail you to go with the business side because people want to see the character. And I know, we were happy to see Chadwick Boseman playing the character of T'Challa, but the point is, that's what people do. They're good actors. They do a good job. Find someone else, keep the character going, and don't just say it's over because the actor died. People die all the time. So if if he died, they would get rid of Thor. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. There are there are a whole lot of good actors out there who can come in and do the role. That's what we do in this world. We come in and we take over, we keep it going. We pass the baton and we keep it going. So I hope that they can make a change. Not for me. I mean, I don't really care about movies as much as young people, but I do think that the characters, especially one of the most highly considered black characters in Marvel Universe, aren't that many, is being able to be shown as a significant character, even for us in this world, that this characterization should be continued to keep it going. Okay, so rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, but it's time to let T'Challa live. Okay, that's what I gotta say about it, and that's my opinion, and I think it's valid because I am one of the people who buy the tickets, and I think that we should be able to get what we pay for and continue to serve us. Marvel, continue to give what we want. Don't be self-serving. Give what we want. We are the end consumer of your product. So do the right thing. All right, and have a great day.